Now, you got it twisted. You got to tell us what you got going on, not the other way around. I'm afraid you got it twisted. What do you got going on with this paper money and all these stocks and bonds and securities and other imaginary assets? What are we doing here? Are we living in a world of make-believe? You decided this junk was an asset. No, you gotta tell us, not the other way around. I'll tell you what I'm seeing. In the case of the stocks and the bonds, I'm seeing something that's imaginary. Therefore, I ain't saying shit. When it comes to this paper money, I'm seeing something which basically functions as an IOU note. An IOU note for another asset, and in the case of the United States currency, it appears that it used to be an IOU note for gold, which I suppose is rarer than paper, and consequently there's some basis for regarding it as more valuable than paper. And now it's simply printed out of thin air. And consequently, it's only as valuable as the bark it's made of. No, you gotta tell us what you got going on, not the other way around. I'll tell you something else about this shit. It's pretty clear nobody else is interested in me having any of it. Okay, you could have all of mine if that means you're gonna tell me what you're doing to people with this crap. I'll tell you what I'm saying. Doesn't seem like too many people are interested in telling too many other people about this crap outside of a small circle. Why could that be? Could it be that this crap is something that's fundamentally divisive and destructive, while having no more value than the bark it's made of? Could it be that all these stocks and bonds are something that's fundamentally divisive and destructive while being imaginary? Tell you another thing. They tell you a lot about a lot of subjects in the United States public education system. Doesn't seem to be too much focus on teaching kids about this crap. Why could that be? Could it be that nobody's interested in seeing too many other people have very much of this crap? Could it be that this crap is something that's fundamentally divisive and destructive? No, don't get it twisted. You gotta tell us something. If all you do all day is deal in this crap. That might be your ass on the line. If you're an idle piece of shit and all you ever learned how to do in your life is screw other people out of imaginary garbage, you might have to learn an actual trade. You might have to do something. It might be your ass you're protecting if all you ever did was deal in this junk. You might have to learn to do something creative and helpful rather than destructive and divisive. You're the one calling the shots if you were running around with a whole bunch of this shit, not the other way around. We the people don't have to waste our lives researching all about your shit in order to figure out how and why we're getting screwed. You're the screwers if you deal in this shit. You might have to tell us something. You're the ones who did the screwing. Now, you're the ones who have to get back to the people over all the screwing you did. Don't get it twisted now. You show me a human being who sits around and thinks up ways to screw other people out of imaginary garbage all day. I'll show you a person who's a destroyer, who's going to destroy things. Do they know what they're doing? Do they consciously seek to destroy? That ain't my business. I ain't no psychologist. But what I'll do is I'll tell you what I see taking place right in front of my eyes. Don't get it twisted. Certain people gotta fess up. They gotta go learn how to do something besides destroy. It ain't our job. We ain't the ones making these decisions that affect other human lives en masse. Them boys up there on Wall Street, they are. Now we the people find out they're up to no good. I wouldn't know what to tell you. They should have stopped doing the bad shit they're doing sooner. That's all I can tell you. Don't make the people put you out of business. That can get ugly. That's what we call revolution. Rather, stop doing the bad things you're doing. Don't get it twisted. Not hard to figure out who's calling the shots here and not hard to name names. When things break, it ain't hard to find a culprit. You want to call that scapegoating? I'll tell you who I see doing what in the real world, not the world of make-believe.